The Weight of the Weave. In October of 1965, within the rain-lashed back office of Valenti Textiles and Freight on 7th Avenue, Don Silvio Valenti sat at his mahogany desk and pared a red apple with surgical care. The peel fell in one unbroken coil. Bolts of virgin wool stood like silent sentinels against the brick. Outside, teamsters waited and rivals schemed. Silvio's philosophy was simple and unyielding. The family dealt only in necessities: fabric, freight, concrete, and garbage. A man would always need a coat in November. He would never need the powder that destroyed both body and name. His younger son, Michael, entered in a sharp sharkskin suit, restless and ambitious. He carried an offer from Salvatore Gambino, temporary use of the Greenpoint Yard for a French shipment. $350,000 for 48 hours of silence. Silvio refused without raising his voice. "We do not touch the powder." He sent Michael upstairs to reconcile ledgers with his sister Teresa, who kept the books clean and the family's legitimate face intact. Teresa warned her brother that once narcotics entered the yards, there would be no clean exit. Federal agents already listened from a gray van on West 35th Street. They recorded Michael's independent negotiations and prepared warrants. Meanwhile, in a private dining room in Little Italy, Silvio confronted Gambino directly. He declared that any French cargo crossing a Valenti threshold would make Gambino an outlaw before the commission. Gambino smiled thinly and left with a warning that the world was moving past old men who sat on bolts of cloth. Silvio ordered a midnight meeting at Pier 42. In the freezing fog, he confronted his son, struck him once across the jaw, and announced that the shipment would be seized at dawn and dumped into the channel off Staten Island. Michael was stripped of crew and percentage. Alone on the wet planks, the younger man walked to a rain-soaked telephone booth and made the call that would finish the old order. He told Gambino the container number, the time, and the two men who would accompany Carmine Lucci. He asked only that his father be spared. At dawn on Pier 54, the sulphurous light rose over the meatpacking district. Carmine Lucci did not return. The container that should have held olive oil was empty of both cargo and future. Later that morning, when Silvio examined the family ledgers and the accounts that Teresa had kept so carefully,